The Dallas Cowboys Stadium over the last 23 years. Guys, today we're looking at the Cowboys Stadium starting in Madden 2002 and then going all the way up to Madden 2025. So how we're doing this today is we're starting with 02. And we pretty much skip to the next Madden where there's actual changes. So, for example, in this Madden 02, then we go to 05, then we're going to 06, 09, 012. We're going to Madden 15, 17, and then finally we're going to 19 and then 25. So we're going to see some real changes throughout the years as Jerry's World does change dramatically. Now, starting off right away, Jerry's World is not really Jerry's World, right? Because before Jerry's World was a thing, they were at their old stadium. So it's kind of like this crazy enhancement from the old Madden to the new Madden with graphics, but also the stadium got so much freaking better once they went to the new stadium with Jerry's World. But for across the board, it is weird seeing a Cowboy Stadium without a Jumbotron because I'm so used to Jerry's World and a Jumbotron right in the middle. But of course, for the old stadiums, they had like the little screens at each corner, which I don't think it looks bad. I really don't. I mean, I kind of like the screens at each corner. I think that kind of is classy a little bit. Gives you a nice little touch right there. It's easier to see for everyone, no matter where you're sitting. Well, unless you're sitting behind the screens. But for the most part, I think it does a really decent job of showing the game for everybody. So I think it looks good, but obviously, you know, gigantic Jumbotrons are also very easy to see, so I guess that works out. Then we have, of course, our next Madden here on our docket, and now we're talking about a open roof stadium. Look at that. And still no Jumbotron. Just a random speaker thing in the middle, hanging down from the middle pretty much. We also got, what is that? Botmel? Is that a beer? I don't drink. If that's a beer, I don't drink. EA Sports is in the game from the gigantic loudspeaker. Now we're into the Jerry's World and the beautiful Jumbotron in the middle, which tracks your movement, which is not something we have seen in other Maddens. Well, I mean, current Madden when it comes to the Jumbotrons, they never track your movement. All they do is just kind of sit there and do nothing, which is always freaking annoying. But hey, maybe Madden 26 will be better in that aspect. Maybe watching it Jumbotrons that track our movement. I highly doubt it though. EA Sports usually doesn't go up, they usually go down when it comes to upgrades. Again, another version of Jerry's World here in Madden 15, which is the first true Madden for next gen Xbox One, PS4. Yes, Madden 25 was technically the first, but it was still like a transition year. This was the first, like, it is next gen Madden, right? This is the next gen Madden, which, to be honest, I love Madden 15. Such a great game when it comes to graphical wise. Maybe not actually playing wise, but graphically wise, it is the best. One of the best stadiums, one of the best out there. And again, Jumbotrons still working, still all good. So now we're going to switch to Madden 19. And with Madden 19 and Madden 25, we will be no clipping inside and outside the stadium. The reason why we did not do it, whoa, this looks so weirdly bad for no reason. The reason why we didn't no clip inside and outside the stadium in any other Madden is because every other Madden outside the stadium is a void. So there's nothing you're going to see. While Madden 19 and Madden 25 have an outside. Well, some stadiums with Madden 19 has an outside. Every stadium has an outside for Madden 25. So that's why we didn't no clip on any other stadium, because there's really no point to. When you have no outside, you're gonna no clip to avoid and just see a gigantic shiny light. Also, when I'm doing these post commentary videos, it's kind of funny, but for some reason my screen goes dark when I record them. So I'm just realizing now that this is not as dark as it looks to me for you guys, because again, you know, the screen is darker for me for some reason, just in my editing software. But anyway, we do have screens which shows the Atlanta Falcons field. I love that stupid thing in Madden where all the screens show the Atlanta Falcons field. They don't show the Cowboys field. They show the Atlanta Falcons. And I no idea. This is a glitch that is in every Madden from 19 all the way up to 25. Every screen either will show the Atlanta Falcons field or it will be on an Ask Madden field, or like Ask Madden screen for like you're playing a Madden game. I don't know why. I'm not even gonna assume. I was gonna say I'm gonna assume why, but I'm not even gonna assume because there is no assuming with EA Sports. It's in the game and it's in our game. That's pretty much that. No assuming. But we do got AT&T Stadium here. And still a very beautiful stadium. Even in Madden 19, obviously 25 is going to get a lot better, more enhanced. But even 19 with the minimalistic detail EA Sports adds into it, it still looks really good. Now, again, like I said, there's not many stadiums that have an outside in Madden 19. There's only a handful of them. This is a stadium where you would expect them not to have much of an outside, but it's EA Sports and common sense and, you know, things they do really never match up. So you just got to kind of roll with it because for some reason, this is a stadium that has a crazy outside for whatever reason, because you can't even see it and it's a dome stadium. So it's not like, you know, you got good angles, but they went crazy with the outside of this stadium and in 25 as well, but especially 19, which I always kind of think that Jerry Jones is the reason why. We also have working cars. Little side note, this is also a stadium that has really good working car network, which again, you can't see from the actual freaking stadium. So it's like so pointless. There's so much detail for no reason. Like, look at this. Like, you can't see any of this, but I like to think it's Jerry Jones' fault. Jerry Jones probably slipped an extra like 20 grand and said, make my stadium amazing. But you have neighborhoods, you have actual roads, you have a bunch of stuff in this stadium. And again, this is 19 where most stadiums have a void. So the fact that this actually has something and working cars, EA Sports gave a little extra love to the Cowboys. Now, there might be a Cowboy fan on the dev team in 19. Maybe that's why. Also got to keep in mind that people are going to be biased, so they're going to potentially go ahead and, you know, make sure certain stadiums look good if they're a fan of them. Again, all possibilities and situations that might be going on that we cannot prove or cannot prove. But for the most part with 19, once you go out like far away from the stadium, you can see the ground gets broken up and it kind of does give you that void type S design. So eventually you get far enough away and you're going to get into a kind of void type system and it just is kind of messy. But again, 25 is going to be so much better when we get to it in a second. But this is just such a freaking humongous map. I kind of always forget how big the Cowboys map is until I go into it and I'm like, bruh, there's just no reason. It's a dome stadium. Like EA Sports, work on gameplay. But, you know, just think about it. If you ever wonder why the file sizes of Madden is so freaking crazy insane, this is why. Because you gotta render in the Cowboys stadium. You're like, it's ridiculous. It's like 60 gigabytes. Yeah, it's because Cowboy Stadium's there. You gotta render in the full Cowboy Stadium, guys. That's why the file size is so crazy. Now, for Madden 25, though, every stadium has a crazy outside. So, technically speaking, that could be it. But now we have Jerry's World today. The tunnels look great. This stadium looks amazing. It doesn't get farther than a very short playoff run no matter what. The Packers always win in this stadium for whatever reason. Yeah, it's a fun time, man. It's a fun time. I'm a Bengals fan, though, so there's like actual no hate for me when it comes to the Cowboys. I just love trashing them because everyone does. No offense, Cowboys fans, but come on now. It's like a rite of passage. Everyone gets to trash the Cowboys fans, period. Or Cowboys in general. But I do really like this bar thing in here, and it has that freaking amazing looking Cowboys logo. Like that star logo in the middle just looks so good in there. Again, just the little detail like this, man. When you're getting nanoed and, you know, a guy catches the ball through your player's body and it makes no sense and it's a glitched out animation, don't get mad. Just remember, there's a star logo in the middle of that area right there. And that's where EA Sports put all their time and effort. It's not about fixing the game. It's about perfecting this. Or the fact that there is a cliff thing right here where if someone walked off, they would just die. But, you know, beside the point, you know. OSHA is not here, guys. Okay, OSHA has not joined the video yet. So we're good. Anyway, this side, as I just made the weirdest sound of my life, we have some cars up here, which is really dope. Also, Madden 24 and Madden 25 started this whole people need to be everywhere around the stadium, inside and out. So, like, they need to be walking around all areas of the stadium. They need to be doing stuff. Like, it is a weird thing they implemented, but I get it at the same time. It's just like, I don't know. There's, like, people everywhere. And it gets to a point where I call them in like some of my other videos, I started calling them ants because it feels like they're ants. Like they're like actual ants walking around mindlessly everywhere in circles and stuff. It's so weird. Anyway, though, here's the outside of AT&T Stadium. We got ourselves our little tunnel thing, or I guess not tunnel thing. And yes, every single stadium has like the actual field is underground. It's the weirdest thing, but you find that out real quickly in Madden, especially when it comes to editing like stadiums in Madden. Yeah, we got a little pond thing on the outside here, a crap ton of trees, just a beautiful location in general. Again, like I said, EA Sports put half the time into gameplay as they did into this. The gameplay would be amazing. Something. Shout out to EA Sports. It's in the game. You know, the old Maddens used to tell you that. The old Maddens used to be like, it's in the game. New Maddens, you know, you got to swipe your credit card to get that one. you got to swipe your credit card to get that animation. I was kind of hoping with Madden 25, they were, well, obviously Madden 25 today, they were going to do something special, like made like a 25th anniversary or whatever. Like, you know how like PlayStation... they let you now download like custom themes for the 25th anniversary. I was hoping they would do that, you know, with Madden 25, but EA Sports couldn't. So, yeah, shout out to EA Sports. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Dose.